Australian cricket reached a new low today with Ricky Ponting publicly cracking under pressure. The captain lost control in an ugly incident with an umpire. Ros Kelly's at the MCG, and Ros, there's not much going right for Ponting at the moment, is there?
No, not at all, Georgie, but this heated confrontation still took everybody by surprise. Now, very shortly, Ricky should be pulled aside by ICC officials, and I spoke to Cricket Australia earlier and they said they support any punishment he receives. England were running away with the urn. They'd lost only 2 wickets by lunch, but an hour into the second session, hope for Australia.
Over bowl, and they're asking the question. Huge appeal there from Haddon. Haddon thinks he's nicked it.
Out of confidence or desperation, Ricky Ponting referred the decision to the video umpire. But Kevin Pietersen survived again, and our skipper shot the messenger, umpire Aleem Dar.
No, and Siddle, get away, get out of there.
The tirade went for about 5 minutes before Ponting approached umpire Tony Hill. It was another animated discussion from a man under pressure.
In the situation that he's in at the moment, it won't have done himself any favours at all.
I think that he's feeling the pinch.
3 overs later, Australia got their man. But the game's greats say disrespect shouldn't be tolerated and Ponting should be punished.
I think today went far too far. Once the umpires referred it back to the third umpire, come back and says not out, you must get on with the game.
It shouldn't have happened in the first place, but to go on that long was ridiculous. I can't believe the umpires let him go on with it that long.
I'm all for players going very hard on the field. I'm also all for players knowing where the line's drawn.
He's being passionate. Of course, he's a proud little scrapper.
A proud scrapper, fighting for a series and his future.
Over bowl, and they're asking the question. Huge appeal there from Haddon. Haddon thinks he's nicked it. And they're all looking around. Now then, are they going to question this? Well, look as if Ponting wants to have a look. Well, I've got to say, Haddon seems totally convinced. Ponting's gone on Haddon's behaviour here, I think. What do you reckon, Heels?
Yep, Haddon's in the gun. He is in the gun here. This is going to show up the fraternity as good or bad. But he has cost Australia something in. The others didn't really like it.
He's going to cost the keeping fraternity. That's what you're saying, Ian Healy.
That's what I'm saying, Mark Taylor.
Well, Hotspot. Let's see if Hotspot's got anything here. I've got to say, I didn't hear anything in my earpiece. Let's see. Well, it's the inside edge. That doesn't tell us anything.
No, it's out. It's out. We need Hotspot on the inside edge. Here it is. Again, the bottom of the bat has hit Pietersen's pad, maybe. See the bottom inside edge, but not really where the ball has gone through. So Hotspot's let the keepers down.
Let's have a look. No, I reckon he's missed it. The bat was quite a distance from the pad, but there was no real appeal from the bowler. There's our Hotspot. There's nothing there on the bat about halfway up. That's what you need. So I think this decision's going to stay as is, not out. Keeper's in trouble, Heels.
He's in trouble, and it might drag on for a session or two as well. I would be raked over the coals for that.
Well, there was nothing else anywhere near. I mean, the bat wasn't near the pad or the boot. So I'm afraid this is going to go against the Australians. There it is. Now look at Ricky. Can't believe it. Look at him. Cannot believe it. 2 for 259.
Ricky Ponting has cracked under the pressure as his team struggled to restore some dignity on day 2 of the 4th Ashes Test. Australia's dismal start has been a turn-off for fans, with the MCG only half full for today's play.
Ponting saw red over a disputed caught behind involving Kevin Pietersen.
Ponting's not letting go here.
Giving umpires the finger.
So Ponting really furious about this.
And to make matters worse, he was proven wrong. After Australia's Boxing Day knockout,
we have no excuses.
news rang across England.
England's cricketers are trying to contain their excitement.
English fans arrived on the front foot.
Looking forward to another battering, you lads.
It's just going to be over by the end of the day. It'll be fun. I'm trying to spot the Aussies though, because I don't think any of them are turning up today.
Just 35,000 came back, 50,000 fewer than yesterday.
Someone has to cheer for him.
And vent at Aussie selectors and Ponting.
18 months ago they had a chance to change the team and they didn't take the opportunities.
You need to move out of the purple circle maybe and look for the real talent.
Observers give the side 5 years to rebuild.
It'll take time for the public to get confidence again in the squad. It's going to be a bit of a shock. I mean, some kids have never seen Australia lose.
Like these unhappy little Vegemites.
It's a bit of a funeral service.
And let's face it, the third umpire, Maria Erasmus, went through everything. He had a look at all the angles of the hotspot. He had a look at all the angles on the super slow-mo, the close-ups.
The bottom corner of the bat, the right bottom corner is where the white was on. The ball didn't go past it. The ball passed about 8 to 10 centimetres up the bat. So there needed to be a white mark there somewhere, and that's what Alim Dar was saying, I'd imagine, and that's what Kevin Peterson was saying to Ricky Ponting. It passed up the top, not near my corner at all.
The only time he hit the pad is when the bat came back. So on the way down, it definitely didn't. And that one's played away, and that's brought up Peterson's 50. There was a cheer from the Barmy Army and boos all round from the Aussies.
Decisions. We have a look at Snicko. Snicko. Nothing at all. And what's going to happen out of that event? It's not a matter whether Peterson was out or not out. Is that Ricky Ponting's going to be in real strife? You cannot stand there and argue with umpires after decisions is given.
Well, and it was, as was said by the guys on before we got in here just now, is that it was the third umpire who made the decision. So, I mean, the querying of both umpires out in the middle, it's close, isn't it? The ball is close to pad. At that stage, the bat is away from the pad. I think the bat comes in to hit the pad, but there's no Vodafone hotspot light. There's nothing indicating that. There's no Snicko saying there's an edge, and Ricky argues the point for a